Hey friends, Dr. Motley here. Have you been suffering from allergies? We've been in quarantine and isolation, and people can't even go outside sometimes and enjoy it because they get the stuffy nose, runny nose, itchy eyes, swollen eyes, all the allergy symptoms. Now, allergies come from mainly histamine breakdown problems. If you have too much histamine in your blood and it doesn't break down properly, it makes your inflammation stay high. That's a genetic issue, so you can get that helped by doing some forms of genetic testing. But I incorporate different things with acupressure, acupuncture, homeopathy to help with that in the office. We'll put some pictures up to show you that it is possible to live in peace during this allergy season. All right, so what happens in many patients is that it's called secondary to infections. If you noticed in your life, if you had strep or staph or a lot of flu in your life, those infections can stick around. Now, when we're born, we go into an innate immune system. That's our first line of defense. If a flu or a strep or a staph stays in your body for more than 7 to 10 days, you convert to the adaptive. And the adaptive is there to keep fighting a chronic infection. However, your histamine will stay high because that chronic infection is there. And when histamine's high, it makes you allergic to many things. So you actually need to start looking for some chronic infections in the sinuses or in the throat or in the swollen glands so that if you clean them out, you'll release the histamine and not be so allergic. Does that make sense? It's secondary to infections. So at the office, what I do is I say you go into organ freakout mode. So whenever you breathe something in, like a mold or a pollen or a tree or dust, and you start to feel that feeling, cat hair, dog hair, your organs all have a balanced symmetry, and one organ may be used primarily to break down that substance. But if you don't have an energy because of stress, stressful situations, what's happening in the world today, or your genetics, your body will freak out and that organ goes, hey, I can't break that down. So then what does it do? It starts to rob energy from other organs, and then you start to feel down, right? So with acupressure, there are a few spots that I like to use, and I use a little hand massage, acupressure hand massage from North Coast. You can get them off Amazon. And what you do is large intestine 4, lung 1, which is right here, right where your shoulder meets your chest. Large intestine 4 is right in the web of the thumb, right here. And then spleen 6, which is right here on the inside of the leg. And liver 3. You can research those on Google. And liver 3 is right between your big toe and the second toe. And you can actually take this thing, turn it on, start pressing those points on both sides, and do it for about 10 seconds apiece on each point, every 2 hours. Now, if you do that consistently for a week, you will start to notice that you probably won't have as many allergies when you go outside. It's amazing. I also use homeopathy, like small homeopathic drops. Now, go get the recommendation of a good homeopathy practitioner or your holistic practitioner. Always ask the advice of any practitioner that you go to. And I'll do some things like they call them airborne nosodes, which basically are like small drops to actually put under the tongue to help the people recognize what's coming into their body so their organs don't freak out. These are just methods to keep your body from looking at the mold or pollen going, oh no, what do I do? How do I break it down? If you do these things, it actually brings strength to that organ that's freaking out. The organ then goes, hey, I don't have to freak out. I got enough energy to break it down. And so you start to recognize what it is. It's pollen, it's mold, and your body starts to balance out. And then it will call all the agents in to flush it out how it needs to. The body heals itself. So it's different aspect, isn't it? I do like to recommend supplements like we have it on the website, like Innate Is, things that have like nettle or quercetin or rutin or vitamin C, and those strengthen the body to help break down histamine. But sometimes you have to go down the old Chinese medicine route and find out which organs are freaking out. We're going to talk about in the second video here in just a second, or the next day or so, about how emotions can cause allergies. Hope that was informative. Remember, LI4, lung 1, spleen 6, liver 3. Love y'all. Have a good day.